Over the years, I've been seeing a small vocal group growing up, which argue that the Invisible War isn't that bad. I think part of this is due to the fact that most people don't even play the game and go straight to hating it. As ironic as that seems, it might actually rubber band and contribute to people who don't play the game and also like it because others say it's the worst entry. But let me tell you here what I consider the worst plotline in the entire game that actually extends to the entirety of the game. So get this, there are two main factions in the Invisible War, the Order and the WTO. The Order managed to combine all religions in the world into one and Her Holiness is in charge of it. The WTO managed to combine all trading into its regulations and Chief Morgan is in charge. But here is a bit of spice to your story spaghetti. The WTO and the Order are the Illuminati. So right from the start, the game is making you do choices that never really mattered for these two groups. As if there's any conflict. But it's all made up, a charade for the public to keep them distracted from who really controls them.
This is their plan, people. These are demons.
Her Holiness is Nicolette Duclair, and the leader of the Illuminati is now Chad Dumier. I'm dead fucking serious.
That's the name of the game.
I have played this game several times, and even today I feel stunned whenever I remember that. What madman would be desperate enough for recurring characters that they chose the leader of the French revolutionaries to be the next leader of the Illuminati? Anyways, the game doesn't give you much of a choice. You are Alex Denton. All you know is that you are a part of the Apostle Corp, and you and the other trainees are part of the Academy. You are also full of nano-augmentations. After a major terrorist attack that destroyed the entire city of Chicago just to kill you, you get attacked again by the Order, which immediately proceeds to order you around to do their bidding. Just as you step outside the Apostle Corp, you get told by the WTO to do their bidding. Come on, give me a break, I don't even know any of these people, the objectives aren't clear at all, and you never end up knowing exactly why you're doing any of these in the game. So I play the game by refusing as much choice from these two as possible, but they're so persistent. They are like mosquitoes you can never get rid of. They always ask you to go kill someone and destroy something for their own profit, as if you are their pet, but they always sound desperate, like a bad ex-girlfriend that never leaves you alone.
Hold on.
But the mosquito bites aren't even your worst problems. Your worst problem is Chad Dumier. This stupid motherfucker is the biggest cook I ever seen in my life. I've never seen a man so desperate. He always, and I mean always, bothers you to do something for him. He constantly threatens your life or the life of people you know to get you to do something for him. Not that we know that the WTO, the Order, and the Illuminati are the same entity, let's analyze this, shall we? The Illuminati didn't bomb Chicago. But the Illuminati sent assassins to your second academy to kill everyone in there. Despite of what Chen says, that's the fact. They shot you on sight. Mei Chen then asks you to go meet her just after their goons attempt to kill you. You manage to escape, and what's the first thing that happens? The Illuminati meets you outside and asks you to go meet yet another pawn of the Illuminati, Chief Morgan. So right there you are stuck to work for the Illuminati. If we go to the Order HQ, Alex moronically talks with yet another pawn of the Illuminati, Her Holiness. First thing she tells you? She wants to control the technology responsible for your biomodifications. Here we have Chad lying to the public in an hologram about how JC is a criminal and how you should just blindly trust a branch of the Illuminati. So right now we have a figure of the Holy Trinity of the Illuminati. You can't exactly escape it, most of the game is chasing after their dreams after all. Here, on this clip, I politely knock down every single NPC in the WTO facility, talk with Chief Morgan just to be told again that they want to control my biomods with a crappy excuse about how they want to regulate it, and then I get offered a desk job. Great. On this clip, I proceed to knock down every single NPC in the WTO facility, destroy their defenses, and free up a prisoner helicopter. Go back to Chief Morgan. And what do I get? She threatens me. Which Alex just shrugs off with, so far so good. And now watch what happens. She tells me, it won't be easy to forgive my behavior. What? And then she proceeds to give me some orders to go to some random facility and steal some weapons schematics? Why are we doing any of this? Aren't we supposed to fight an invisible war? Where are my conspiracies? Why are we doing corporate espionage? And so I get there, Chief Morgan busts my ears about stealing an helicopter, and once again she will just overlook the incident. I destroy the facility and I stole a chopper. I'm sure just one more wrong move and they'll terminate me, right? Here we have Mei Chen telling you to just kill the scientist instead of stealing the schematic. Pretty moronic, would you think? The Illuminati telling you to do opposite things, as if they don't give a crap about any of this, and they just want to see what you do. So I kill the scientist, disobeying the WTO again, and what do I get? They just call me a mercenary, and attempt to tell me how they lost something as if you should care about their corporate profits. So at this point we move to Cairo.
With several of Dio's assassins vanquished, they have finally arrived in Egypt. Only a few of the tarot cards still remain. But little do Jojo and company know, new threats lie ahead in Egypt, ready to take our heroes on.
I would assume that everything went wrong with the WTO and that the Illuminati would stop their attempts, but nope. They tell me to destroy the Nassif's food farms. Why exactly? We don't know. It's such a petty task to ask you after you disobey them 3 times in a row. Obviously I ignore that. The Illuminati asks you to kill Nassif, which I also ignore. We move to Germany and the Lord himself, Chad Dumier, makes an info-leak appearance and tells you how he would like to spy on your conversation with Tracer Tongue. Not the greatest greeting to someone you never met. Hey, what's up? Can I look in your chat history? I'm also with the NSA. I proceed to the Black Gate, talk with Her Holiness and Chief Morgan, and we get an info leak from Chad giving us new orders to never follow. I knock them both down and he calls us again with the threat saying, if that woman dies, so do you. So yeah, I killed him, and he calls us again with an order to meet him in person. We go to the SSS facility right away, and here's Chad behind a bulletproof glass. This is it, right? We just walked right into the police force building. Knocked every cop in the building and we are face to face with the man. He's gonna kill us now, right? Nope, he just tries to guilt trip us for killing the other 2 leaders of the Illuminati, and our Holiness was just a human being and we shouldn't have done it. After we tell him that we know everything about the Illuminati, the Order and the WTO, he tells us how we should just kill Alex on the spot.
I've had a good chuckle over that one. I'm coming after you.
Doesn't, and hopefully in time we will change sides.
Bruh.
Change sides? Doesn't this man get a fucking clue? So far we disobeyed every order of the WTO, we killed both the Order and WTO leaders, we disobeyed every order in Germany, and he's still talking about working for him.
The answer is no. What's wrong with this country? Can't a man walk down the street without being offered a job?
Anyway, it doesn't end there. We need a sequencing model to teleport to JC Denton, and he sends us another message saying, we're in this together. We red pill Mei Chen on the Order and she easily changed sides. Hey, someone gets a clue in this game. We are in our way to reanimate JC Denton when Chad sends another message telling us how we are just about to repair JC just to steal his technology. Obviously we ignore him again. We listen to a bit of JC, get out, go back to Cairo, get Paul from the Templars. Chad calls you again with a message saying, this is what the Illuminati wants you to do, destroy Paul Denton. He really does sound like a bad ex. What the hell is the Illuminati's problem? Here, I'm gonna replace the influent picture of Chad with a new one, something that fits him better than what he currently uses. So we move forward, the Illuminati sends us one of their elite troopers to help kill Paul. We politely refuse and kill him. Chad calls you again and tells you how all of this is just a slap in the face to him. Hey, the new picture actually fits that. He sends another message for me to be convinced by Leo, which I had knocked down in a previous visit to Cairo. Chad threatens to kill Miss Sparks if we don't do what he says. We disobey Chad and revive Paul. He sends us another message. Fine, go your own way. Just to contact you 3 minutes later with, by the way, I killed Miss Sparks, hope you're happy. Chad, listen here. I don't care. Nothing I ever done in this game served you in any way. I always done what I want, and that always made me go through life just fine. Get a fucking clue, okay? Hopefully that's all from our friend Chad, right? We go to Liberty Island, and we actually face our friend Chad, but get this, the man, after all of this, offers you a job. A salaried job, no less. What a wonderful person. You actually get to probe him for some info, and he says once he was a revolutionary, and now that he was just ready to settle down. As the leader of the Illuminati, of course. So we ignore all of that, we go to the end of Illuminati to upload the Aquinas protocol to JC, and here we have the last message from Chad. Please upload it to us, Alex Sama, don't be baka. fight for freedom and democracy and elect swamp government that never got anything good done for humanity in 400 years, which I politely, for the final time, decline. And this is it, lads. This is the biggest problem I have with Invisible War. Forget the Templars and how they are cookie-cutter bad guys who wear black and red. Forget anything related to the Apostle Corps. The main chunk of the game is right here, ignoring the annoying mosquito that is the Illuminati. Any self-respecting game would have you brick anything related to the Illuminati after the second time you disobey them. But not Invisible War. The developers were so hell-bent on making sure that you couldn't do anything wrong that a big chunk of the content is completely moronic and illogical. So, after all of this, is there any plot grace to this game? And you might find it surprising, but yeah, anything JC Denton is still good. I'd personally not choose this route of having JC Ilias merge being delayed for 20 years for unknown reasons that only exist to pad out a sequel. Anyway, that's the main reason I dislike the Invisible War plot. Hope you liked this video and I see you next time.
For your information, I actually like lemon lime.